She needs to buy some hawks.
Okay.
She needs to make
Only
some...
two. Hawk 2.
Hawk
Hawk
2.
1 and Hawk 2.
Yeah, and she needs to just start making content as a falconer.
That would be actually kick-ass.
It's time to get wild.
That was wild. Welcome to That Was Wild. My name is Adam Michales, and this episode is going to be wild. I'm Adam Michales. I just love me a wild story, and this show is about wild stories, the wild things happening in the world, the wild things that you do, and the wild people I bring on, and we try to have a wild time while doing it. And this is an extra wild episode because when this comes out, it's our 1-year anniversary of getting fucking wild. Today, join with me. I've heard them wooed. Joined by my two most MVP guests. One is Bethany Michales.
Hey.
She's been on the show. She's been talking about her crazy family. So with the terrorist dad and the dead bodies and the pastor grandfather. And then sitting to her left in a Cosmo inflatable chair, because your boy needed a food chair. It's Honey Boy Steve. So hello.
Thank you, everyone. We're definitely testing the limits.
You are literally sitting on my air right now. I blew that up with my own
Sexy
breath.
Shit.
I'm blowing hot air in your ass.
You got that Jordan Sparks on you right now. Then
I don't know.
No air.
No, yeah. Oh, I don't know what that is.
The song.
There's a song, No Air. You're old as fuck,
dude. I know.
It has Chris Brown.
Hey.
Does that ring a bell now?
Okay. Oh, you're telling me I'm Chris Brown now?
No, he's Chris Brown.
I am
You're
good.
Jordan Sparks.
Okay, so
I want to be Jordan Sparks. Never mind. You're Chris Brown.
no,
You hit people anyway.
that's not true.
No,
You hit me.
you hit him?
Okay, this is yes.
And
Sometimes
he's fucked my phone before.
Whoa, did not know what he was going to say.
he's
at
fucked my phone.
Phone.
Yeah,
My iPhone.
my iPhone.
my mom's phone.
It was
my mom's phone that she bought me. Yeah, I fucked his phone one time. I was very drunk. This is drunk days. I was
Yeah,
at my bachelor party.
Yeah, it was very fun though.
it's very flat and sharp. That's how I got my penis.
You
in
got
there.
a UCB.
Yeah, it was
I got a
the
USB,
lightning,
yeah.
the lightning, the lightning
UCB.
port one.
Yeah, I got a USB. That C is for cock.
I brought you guys some gifts because I knew it was really hot. So
Oh, you brought us gifts?
Both
well,
of
because
us?
I felt bad of me just flexing with my
Big gulp. You brought a big gulp.
double big gulp.
This is very
I
okay.
felt self-conscious.
So I was like, I know you like LaCroix.
You've been sitting on a LaCroix,
Oh,
dude. We've been
no.
sitting. Oh my
They're
god,
so hot.
it is so warm.
I don't want, but it feels so rude to say no.
It's so rude, dude. This is legitimately 10 degrees hotter than it is.
It's I would say probably like 30.
It's
You
so
know-
hot.
Neither
This-
of you may know this, but you know those beans that you put in the microwave and they stay warm? And usually when you have a backache or period, you do it.
Oh yeah.
That's what this feels like.
you would put this.
You put this in the
put on-
microwave?
No, they were in
Your
my car.
ass is a heater, man.
No,
Dude.
they were in my car. So
Should we drink it? Because it's
Yeah.
while
We
it's
should.
hot
yeah.
together.
All right. It's to celebrate a 1-year anniversary. I'm
Happy-
literally doing anything these people say. Oh my god, dude.
Anything.
Oh my god. Actually, you know what's crazy? I don't know. Do you feel this? I got like a cold air rush out of it.
I got a warm one. It was warm.
Cheers.
Oh, it's scalding.
It's so, dude. You've been. I can't believe
That was
you
such
held
a
on to that.
surprise.
You've been honestly sitting there for so long.
Yeah.
It didn't hurt the whole time. That's
It
why.
hurt the entire time.
Ladies and gentlemen, Steve has been sitting here for like 20 minutes as I've been setting up.
Yeah.
That's
No,
why you
40
looked
minutes, I think.
concerned when you were gonna sit down. You're
Yeah.
like,
All right, this tastes exactly like I would imagine the sweat from your ass tastes,
Oh, yeah.
like pamplemousse,
Like, yeah, hell yeah. That's why I gave you that one.
Seltzer, warm
warm seltzer,
ass.
and at least there's 0 calories.
Yeah.
It doesn't get
And then you know
better.
why there's no 0 calories? Because there's no fat on your butt.
That's
all
actually very
muscle.
that's very good. No, there's nothing
It's
there.
flat butt.
It's Hank Hill butt.
You have.
That's why you guys couldn't
Oh
tell.
my God.
You couldn't tell. You just thought they were butt
I was like,
cheeks.
I just
your
thought you
ass,
got butt
Yeah,
implants.
no, that's the cans of LaCroix.
Thank you, Steve,
Yeah, of
so
course.
much. Well, before we get into the main thing of the show, I just want to say thank you so much. We've been doing this for 1 year.
Yeah.
This is not technically our 1 year anniversary show because I not have put out 52 shows yet. It's a long story. I skipped a few weeks, but I will also say that that episode is going to be even more special than this. But I do have a lot of fun things planned for this with two of my favorite guests for today. Steve, feel free to get more comfortable. I think it's deflating. I really do think it's deflating.
No, he's sitting really low.
You're sitting in the weirdest way possible on this thing.
I can hear it
So spread
in the headphones.
Yeah, it's. You got any more LaCroix in there or what?
Throughout the show, he's just gonna
gonna
pull
pull out
him out.
more.
Keep pulling him
That
out
was
of
actually a
his
bit I used to do. Not with LaCroix, but I would, like, if I knew I was going to a party with like some friends, I would go and buy cheeseburgers, and then I would put them in different pockets of my jacket or my pants or whatever, and I would get someone talking like a monologue,
Yeah.
and I pull out a burger and start eating it.
So the opposite, cold cheeseburgers that he's just eating at a party.
Yeah, how would people react to that?
They would start talking. They just
That's such a great, because I hate people who just kind of talk at you at parties. It's such a great way to break the stride without being like rolling their eyes. Like,
Just-
it's a way for you to entertain yourself while they talk about like their boring shit at
Yeah.
work. So I'm over here like, you know what Stacy did to me? She could not believe that she came over to me and she was like, oh, okay. Did you just pull that out of your pocket?
yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway, so Stacy, she was telling me, she came over to and you know how Stacy is. She's just like, oh, is that a double
A double with extra cheese.
out of your pocket? Okay. Anyway, so I'm over there and she's coming and it was just after my lunch break and you know she's like, okay, is that a 6-inch sub?
It's a meatball
part
sub.
of-
It's a meatball sub.
I should have done that.
That's-
I never.
Just pull it out of the back on the bottom of your
It was
shin.
just a lot of different, like, because it was like during the winter months,
Uh-huh.
it was like the best time because then you wear a coat,
Yeah.
boom, you got four pockets, and
You're
you
like-
got your back pockets and everything.
You're like one of those like cartoon drug dealers, but with hamburgers. Like,
Yeah.
hey kids, you want some hamburgers?
I hope you're picturing it unwrapped the whole time. Like
I
I want him
yes.
with ketchup inside his shirt, like, and it's on paper clips inside his shirt, and it's got mustard and ketchup, and he's like,
It's from like different places. One, it's
Yeah.
like a little label that says Burger King. The other one says In-N-Out. The other one
Oh,
says
that's a
Fat
lot
Boys.
of commitment. I just thought it would be funny to do.
Oh,
it.
it's a lot of commitment to
Yeah.
get 20 burgers.
to go
20
different.
It's a little bit more commitment than getting 20 burgers before a party and then pimping
would-
people into a monologue. That's more work for you?
Yeah. I mean, naturally, I'm also not going to In-N-Out. That's such a time
That's
waste.
true. That's true.
40 minutes to do this bit. No,
I-
I'm going to Carl's Jr. around the corner from my house.
I feel like anybody who goes to In-N-Out is a literally glutton for
Yeah, you
punishment,
don't have
for sure.
anything better to do.
You really
Like,
don't.
I could think about like in the time that like you decide you want In-N-Out, you drive to an In-N-Out that's closest to you. You wait in the 40-minute line.
Yeah.
You get your burger. You eat it. In that amount of time, I could have like
slaughtered a cow.
I could have slaughtered the cow, taken some meat,
Yeah.
the whole thing. It's stupid, and I don't understand people.
Whenever I'm in that line, I'm like, how
'Cause
long?
we're all in that line.
How long would it take for me to kill everybody? Would it be quicker to wait in this line or murder everybody and then grab my own burgers?
I think you could
And
strangle
it's usually
everyone.
about the same.
That's-
I'm a net positive. I'm a net negative, like 0 for that. Anyways, we are getting in and out into the weeds of this show. I want to introduce everybody. So Bethany Michales, what have you been up to since last time we spoke? You're a hilarious comedian. You run a very funny show at the Glendale Room.
Thank you.
And you've had a wild life with your dad, and you've told some stories about your grandfather who stole stuff from the church.
Yeah.
What have you been up to since last we spoke?
Well, I think we talked about Grandpa died and left
Grandpa
me
died.
inheritance that
Yeah,
I never
no
got.
inheritance, right?
No, he left me inheritance, but my
Oh.
dad blocked it.
Oh, right.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Crazy drama.
Yeah. So yeah, my grandfather left me inheritance, but I haven't spoken to my dad in 2 years, and when you build bombs and you're
Her grandfather or her dad built bombs, multiple bombs, was on meth.
might be now. Who
Yeah,
knows?
FBI warrants, all that stuff.
Yeah, he's a felon now. He's a felon.
And he blocked your inheritance?
Yeah, and still is. But I mean, it's
Any update on that?
yeah,
Anything else
divorce
going on?
is final.
Oh, congrats for your
thank
mom and you.
Mom's free.
Yeah.
And it ended up being like the best situation it could be. I mean,
You gonna have a divorce party?
oh yes.
Oh, sweet.
I want to get my mom's pussy ate so bad.
Oh, Jesus.
She needs that.
Get your mom pussy ate. Get her ate. You're gonna just be playing WAP and shit like that.
Oh yeah, a divorce party, and I'm like convinced my mom's actually queer, so we're trying to get her a mommy. You know, like,
What better month than right now, homie?
yeah, happy Pride.
Hell yeah. Yeah. This is coming out at the end of Pride. So
Oh
happy Pride to
yeah,
that.
because like right now it's the 25th, but this
be-
is coming out in July.
No. This will be out the end of the week.
Oh, cool. Because I was repping I got my socks on.
You
Those are
came
Pride
ready,
so-
man.
Oh yeah.
Well, they're Sara Bareilles
They
socks,
look-
but they're rainbows, so I
Um,
make them.
Sarah
They
Bareilles is
kinda-
gay. No, she's
No,
not.
she's married. Or she's engaged to Joe
I mean,
Tippett.
her music is
The
gay.
fuck?
Her music is for
She's got, like,
gays.
two songs are gay.
It is. It
The
is.
gays love her,
It's gay
I meant.
It's
Yeah, the
gay
gays
quoted.
do love her.
That's what I meant. The
Yes.
gays love her, like Kesha or like Gaga.
Listen, he's gonna
Oh, I
come-
think there's like I mean, in terms of like what the gay community loves in terms of pop artists, Sara Bareilles is probably like
Oh yeah, but
at like ranked 10. I mean,
Absolutely.
Carly Rae Jepsen.
yes,
Oh,
Carly Rae
and
Jepsen is
I'm
number
a
one.
certified racist.
What?
So, like,
oh
yeah,
my
that's
god,
what we call ourselves.
Wait, say that again. You're a certified what?
Racist.
Okay.
That's when
And
you're
then-
a Carly Rae Jepsen fan, you're a racist.
No, I don't think that's. You could just say Carly Rae Jepsen fan. I don't think any one of their fans. Are you saying that they all go
I
by
haven't met
racists? You haven't met any.
I haven't met any, but
Okay.
online,
That's
like,
what they say.
You joined a community that said racist.
it's
They call him that a lot, and
no,
he.
it's you have to go to CRJ, like Reddit /
yeah.
r /
You founded 4chan /
Not
racist.
4chan.
Racist.
I'm not that into like computers. Like, I'm not doing a 4chan.
or Carly Rae Jepsen.
You guys are really, really into pop. I love this. I love this. There's
I
already
mean,
connection
he's
here.
seen BTS and I haven't.
Yeah, and you're a big BTS fan.
Yeah,
I got it
love-
for free though. I can't even, and I just lucked into these tickets.
It's like
'cause-
seeing the Beatles. though.
Meanwhile, I just saw the Grateful Dead
Yeah,
at
the
the
Dead,
Sphere, and that was one of the fucking wildest
See,
experiences
that sounds cool.
ever. Not even a Deadhead, but I will go to their show.
Did
I'll
you
rock
feel
their
like
show.
you were in a spaceship? What was that? like?
Legitimately, yes.
Yeah.
I legitimately thought 20,000 people were flying in through the universe, and that's not a spoiler for what they do in the show. But let me just tell you, everybody fucking needs to go. My mind was fucking melting. We've lifted off into the sky. I was
Whoa.
looking off to the side. I was like, "There's 20,000 people in this spaceship." We're looking around. John Mayer's like,
Oh, that's what does it
Whoa.
for me.
It's-
John Mayer just like side questing, like
Into-
just doing
into
dead
Great
When you
Friends.
friends.
said that, I really thought you were just throwing a random name out there.
No,
he
he's-
opened for the Grateful Dead.
No,
No,
he's
he plays
in the
with them.
Great. He's
It's
in the
Dead and
Grateful Dead.
Friends.
Whoa!
Dead and Co.
Oh yeah, Dead and Co.
Dead and Co.
Yeah.
So he replaced
Oh.
Jerry Garcia.
Oh my god!
So he's not only sings Jerry Garcia's songs,
Whoa.
but he's also soloing.
like
and-
Adam Lambert did for Queen.
Exactly.
I get it.
And
Okay,
it's
yeah.
so good. Yeah, John
Wow.
Mayer is the Adam Lambert of Grateful Dead.
I didn't know
For
this.
sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's so rad.
Oh,
It was wild. It was wild. I actually felt bad for the other guitarists because the guy was so much better.
no.
Mayer is so much better. But it was just a cool, just general vibe. Everybody was super chill. I am going to go back.
If I could ask
highly-
you a question,
Sure,
if you
please.
could bring someone from the past to the sphere to see how far humanity has come,
I mean,
who would you bring?
I don't.
Whose brain would you melt with the sphere?
I mean, I would love. Honestly, I would love to watch like somebody who can like was involved in the Salem witch trials, just to be like, hey man, shit gets wild.
they're
Because they do this really cool thing. So you show up. I don't think this is spoiling anything, but you show up and there's the stage in front of you, and in the screen is right behind it. They kind of make it look like it's like a fake backstage. So you see like little like there's like a scaffolding, and then like you see like little lights popping around. You kind of see it, and it looks very fake. And it's like they almost make it seem like it's a bad screen. Like it doesn't look that. It's like, oh, that's not that good,
and then
right? And then like they play, and then like John Mayer pops up. They just big like 20 like 50-foot
That's
image of John
scary.
Mayer, and it overlays it, and they're doing it. It's like, wow, that's really big and really cool and all this stuff. And then they play their second song, and they make it seem like the whole sphere, the walls open up, and it opens up into the Grateful Dead lightning.
Oh my god!
And it's just like ching, and they're playing some song, I don't fucking know, some fucking song, and you see it, and it's like now we're looking like it's outside, like a literal image of like there's a literal. It looks like we're looking outside, like a ultra high def fucking outside, and we're opening it, and we realize we're in Haight-Ashbury in 2024. We're seeing a fucking full on street, like a full house street. You know that like that house that has the you know, that fucking house on Full House.
Yeah.
So that like exterior shot, they say Haight-Ashbury, and we literally, they take the camera, literally zoom. We fly above the city of San Francisco, and we go into the fucking cosmos in a fucking 20,000 feet, and it looks so fucking real. It blew my mind. There's a video of me. I'll throw it in there later. Like we're seeing that happen. There's like just a quick pan. I'm sitting down, like tears running down my face. It's just the most beautiful thing I've ever fucking seen. And that's just the opening of it, ladies and gentlemen.
Nuts.
Before you die,
so crazy.
The last two things you'll see
is that
Kate and the sphere.
It's probably this. Yeah, it's probably.
I love you.
Yeah, they just.
It's like Kate, but like replacing John Mayer in the sphere.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, she would kill in this sphere.
Is that heaven? Is the sphere what heaven is?
It's
like,
honestly, it was so rad.
And they built it in Las Vegas.
So that was like the worst part about it. Is like going to Vegas as a sober person.
Yeah.
I was a little nervous just because I had never done it, and once I realized, I was like, oh man, everybody's really living life. Like, you know, all people going out in clubs and stuff. And then I saw one drunk person fall down in the middle of a casino, just a 6'5", like middle-aged white dude, just like, and nobody's helping him. I'm like,
that's why
I don't like. Then I was like, I actually, my confidence boosted. And I was like, I'm probably just like on a conscious level, the smartest person in this casino right now. Yeah. And if you ever wanted to feel this very smart, go walk around sober in Vegas
in the middle of the night.
In the middle of the night, and you'll feel like a goddamn genius.
Or Idaho Falls.
Oh, really? What's in Idaho Falls?
Oh, that's the only place in the world I know without a doubt I'm a 10. So
wait, why?
Oh, it's just
come on. They're marrying. Inbreeding there.
Yeah. I mean, I've never been to Arkansas either, and I'm probably a 10 there too.
That's so funny.
But like, I was literally a car crash happened because they saw me.
I'm telling you, I
was like, yes, and I was like,
oh,
should I move here? Should I be a 10 always?
There is like being in LA, it is very jading. You're like walking around just like, God damn, it's fucking so amazing. But sometimes when I go back to Sacramento and like people are like looking at me, I'm like, oh
yeah,
I guess in Roseville I'm a 10.
You're amazing.
Actually, probably not even Roseville, because there's a lot of like rich people who like to. So maybe like Modesto.
Yeah,
I'm a 10.
We're all main characters, but we're all main characters where all main characters go. And so when we go somewhere where it's all side characters, NPCs,
yes,
they're like,
whoa.
It was walking out of it of the sphere was crazy too, because it was like I felt like, speaking of like, we are all our own main character, and something about it just clicked this weekend of like, really everybody. I've always had this thing, like people are like driving by and it's like, oh, they're off to their own little world. Isn't that going to be like kind of funny? And like, but back to reality here. But it's like, no, like I am that to them, and you know, they are that to me. Like we are all just like
the same.
We're all just in our own little fucking things. We're all trying to live our lives. I'm trying to do some bullshit on the internet. They're trying to just like have a life and
pay some bills
and shit. It's just like, it blew my fucking mind.
You're like, wow, we're all really thinking we're doing it.
But I was Isaac Newton in that fucking MGM. For sure. They were idiots in that era. Anyways,
I love that.
Steve, quickly, what have you been up to since last you were on the show?
I was supposed to do summer school, but they're like, we didn't get enough students to enroll.
That's like
and
a
I was
good
like,
sign.
I wonder why, because you're paying
for
like
the school, right?
$5,000 for summer school. No, because then I don't make money. I don't like it because I like making money.
Well, it's probably a good thing though for the school, and that like enough people didn't need to.
Well, no, they
didn't
want to do
fail
it
their
to get ahead.
classes. Right. Oh, this is
Yeah.
like the smart people classes.
Yeah.
Wow.
They
Or,
didn't
like-
advertise them enough.
And they extended out to the
Yeah.
other schools like in the area to say like, hey, do you want to get ahead? Come here for summer, and then we'll get you ahead.
Hmm.
So I don't work until hopefully, or like
Sounds like an
hopefully- yeah.
MLM.
Well, yeah, I mean,
School is an MLM. It's
Sorry,
multi-level
yeah.
marketing. Literally, there's different levels, right?
Oh, don't even get me started on charter schools, homie.
They're the MLMs for sure.
So a charter school needs to be chartered by a business. So a business is
Oh.
signing off, like co-signing. So if you're like trying to start a charter school, you need a business to sign off. Now, why would a business need to sign off? Because they make money off of it. So then they,
For profit.
yeah,
Oh.
I mean, they get the profit. Each kid is $10,000.
You know, I found out. You know when they like you're at the grocery store and they're like, "Hey, you want to donate $1 for charity?"
They get to write that off.
Yeah,
That's
they write
their
that
write-off.
Yeah.
Never do it.
So never donate money to Ralph's or when they say, "Hey, actually," because they just
Taco Bell rounds up.
they just use that
Walmart.
money instead of donating their own to fucking a charity.
break.
So you're the one paying their fucking tax break. Never do that. Fuck any company that asks you to do that.
Yeah.
PetSmart asked me to do that. I was like, fuck you guys.
Yeah.
Well, you know, the whole idea about like, they initially got people invested in like self-scanning because they were like promising like, oh, well, we only have
Oh yeah,
workers.
to cut the workers.
Yeah,
for sure.
No, to cut the workers, like, or they can do something else. So we don't need as many workers so
Yes.
that the prices could go down, but the prices never
Never went down. Yeah. Yeah,
And now
yeah.
they have subscription services.
Oh,
for
at
self-check-
Walmart, right? Walmart Plus. That's so crazy.
And Target full on like just shuts down their self checkouts now
I
for certain hours because they don't want you using them anymore.
Oh, like
You-
search pricing.
You conditioned us.
to do it, and now you can't have it.
Yeah.
Well,
Fuck
for this
corporations.
1-year anniversary, we want to do something special. So I asked some people to call in. So we're gonna listen to some voicemails right now.
Oh, I thought we were gonna prank call.
We could do that too. This
I
is
could do that.
this
Yeah,
is
down.
from our very first, one of our very first guests, Christina Kauf. She left us a voicemail
Oh,
message, so wishing us a happy 1-year anniversary. Here we go.
Hello, Christina Kauf here. What's up? Okay, so I got a message from your fantastic host, Adam Macias, creator, host, incredible comedian.
Okay, long pause there.
Scared the shit
She
out of me
wanted
when
the
I
right word.
came on the frickin' podcast because, I mean, I don't know how he was talking like that to strangers. I was so scared and asking them such personal
Oh.
questions. I mean, do you watch any true crime, Adam?
She was very
I mean,
scared.
are you asking to get, oh God, I don't even want to say it, schmurdered and schmurdelized.
Double schmurdicide.
Yeah, it was really scary, but it was also really interesting because people are cuckoo. Do you know what I mean? You
Yeah.
think everybody's normal, and then you go on freaking, what is it called? The roulette?
Chat
The
roulette.
Cat roulette.
Me and
Mhm.
it's
Adam
like,
have seen lots of penises.
You're
together.
seeing like
Yeah,
Me too.
the ass
No.
crack
I
of
want to
the
see more.
world.
we are seeing
No?
the ass crack of the
Holy
world.
Shit. Anyways, so congratulations on your
Yeah.
1-year anniversary. I love you very much, buddy, because you are the shit. I've watched you grow
Aw.
and
She's
just
amazing.
thrive, and I
She
think you're
does-
hilarious.
she grinds.
And what else? What did we talk about? My SNL after party story, where we crashed. Kristen Wiig, with her goodbye, and we crashed it.
Yeah.
Me and my
Mick Jagger
mom
was there.
crashed it.
Wow.
And it was fun. It was fun, and it's crazy now because I do shows, and I've had a lot of those people on my shows. That
Yeah.
I crashed that
Isn't
party.
that
and other
crazy?
people
That's
come on my
awesome.
shows. They don't know
Yeah.
I crashed that party. They
Comes
don't know
out.
that I saw them, and they don't know I was a fly on the wall. So it's really interesting as as time goes on and being in the comedy scene. We all grow and then we end up meeting each other. It's a really small circle, and it's really fascinating. And yeah, that's why I like growing with my bud, Adam Macias. Congratulations.
Woo, Adam
I'm so
Macias.
honored that you had me be a part of it.
Yeah.
Love to come back.
See
you later. Bye.
You guys
That
have
was very
worked
nice.
with each other for like fucking
For a long
5
time.
years.
But she was the first episode I recorded. She was the second episode we dropped, but or third episode we dropped. But yeah, pretty crazy shit. She crashed a Kristen Wiig's party. Everybody should go check that out.
Yes.
You guys ever crashed a party before?
What does crashing a party consist of?
you
Like
go
you're
to
not
a party,
invited?
you're not invited.
Yeah, a party
Yeah.
that you weren't. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna party.
Oh, never like a cool one, like a sex party
Yeah.
or something. Yeah, it's more so just like being asked to leave when your friend leaves, you know? Like, damn, really? What?
Oh yeah, I was. There's been
I hate
it's,
how you're sitting now.
it's happened.
I really hate this.
What you put me in the fucking chair, man. You had the chance to be here. I could have sat there.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
okay.
in
Now
charge.
I'm gonna spread bussy, dude.
Ooh.
Okay. What even camera are you looking at?
I don't know which
There's-
one is mine.
Bussy's, I can see it.
That's oh my god, Jesus Christ, dude.
Zoom in, Gen Z.
Tell your
You look
story
great,
while
man.
yeah, you actually do. You're like weirdly flexible.
Yeah.
You're actually holding your breath. I could tell you're turning red right
Am
now.
I? Oh, this is uncomfortable. I'm holding my leg.
Tell your
here.
story while talking about this. The time you crashed a party. Go.
Well, it's happened multiple times. Because I graduated high school and I was a senior, or I was a freshman in college, or whatever. But like it was that summer, and I knew some of the kids like that were like juniors that turned into seniors were having a party.
He was a super senior.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but I had a friend. No, I saw this girl.
No.
She was like, we were like a thing. I don't know, but I take her because I know they're doing this thing. So I was like, oh, she's back from this like 3-month trip. I'm gonna just go because I know they're doing it because I have friends who are still there, like my friend Josh.
She's excusing.
Yeah,
he wanted
yeah.
to go hang out.
Yeah.
No, because
Okay.
we actually didn't even spend that much time there. I just brought her there. I hung out with my friend Josh. And then afterwards, she was like, hey, like this was like 30 minutes. She's like, hey, let's go hang out somewhere else. I was like, cool.
Oh, side hang.
Oh yeah, she definitely
What did that mean?
You take her to the cosmic chair that night or what?
no, I took her to the 25th Street View.
We had one of those too.
What's that?
Where you go fuck
Up
over
in
the
the hill?
city.
Oh.
Oh no, we didn't have sex though. I held out on her.
You held out on her.
on purpose because I was like, hey, are we gonna make this thing happen before she left on their trip? And then she was like, no, because I'm going on this trip for 3 months. So I was like, oh, okay, well, now I'm gonna hold
Wait,
out on you.
What? You pussed out.
No, I truth be told, I didn't know what she wanted.
Okay.
Aw,
Until
he was
after-
being a gentleman.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, we're gonna hang out and be a friend to her and stuff
and
like
she's
that.
like,
but-
no, that's why I told you I wanted to leave.
Oh, she
Yeah.
really wanted. Yeah, I didn't learn until like maybe a year after, because we would go hang out, just her and me, and we would go on like I guess double dates, with like other couples.
Uh-huh.
I just thought we were just like watching.
And so how
movies
is
and,
this
like,
crashing a party?
Oh well, I picked her up at her house, and then she was like, "What are we gonna do?" I was like, "I actually had a surprise for you," and then I took her to that party. I wasn't invited, but my friends told me about it, and I was like,
Nice.
"Oh, I'm gonna send her to,"
Nice.
because it's like all of her friends, because she was a year younger.
Oh.
So she actually
But
got
she wasn't invited?
no, because she was in Africa, so she
Oh,
actually she
I
graduated.
She didn't know
even
about
She
know.
graduated from school a year early, so she could go do
Oh.
or like, was it the
Like a
Peace Corps?
mission?
yeah, for 3 months in South Africa with her older sister.
Was anyone
Invited
mad that
to-
you crashed the party?
Yeah.
No, I
Or-
was so cool with all of them.
Oh.
So it's not really crashing. You just like
I wasn't
you showed up
invited.
yeah, I guess that is a crashing.
Technically, correct. And
I'm
then
trying to
there's
think if
other
I've
times,
ever
yeah.
been to a party that like I didn't necessarily belong to. Like I just showed up to a party. I don't know, man. I've seen so many like people. This is such a weird. Why are you so flexible? Like it's so weird that you're this flexible.
And the pants too.
Yeah, the pants are like holding, which is wild to me.
They're loose. It's hot.
Okay, let's go to our next. Let's go to another voicemail, dude. Don't touch my fucking laptop.
With your shoe?
Jesus, dude.
Why'd you put your
Why did I put my laptop there?
Why'd
Do
you
you
put
need
your
to
laptop on my
switch?
footrest? Clearly, that's a footrest. Sorry.
I think he's trying to pop it.
Do you want
That's
to? Yeah, he's trying to pop it.
Okay, well, when you all right,
You
Gen
pull-
Z, cut it out.
What? Oh, my Gen
Gen
Z
Z
editor?
intern. Cut
Yeah, you could cut it out.
cut
Gen
up
Z
every
editor.
time you move. That would be a good edit. Every time. Yeah, just you like in the
No,
next
this is
one.
legitimately like.
I
not
see
very
it
comfy.
deflating now.
Is it comfy or not comfy?
It's not comfy. Why would
That's
you
why I
think
said,
it was
you wanna
comfy? No, you have a
switch?
bad back. This is
Okay,
pretty
thanks,
funny.
man.
Okay, here we
This
go.
is Jack Panetta.
This is from our friend Jack Panetta.
Oh, Jackie.
Little Jackie boy.
Jackie boy.
But Steve,
He
you-
is rude to you.
He is so rude. Steve,
ready
you
for
know.
this.
Steve-
Oh, is he the Gen Z?
Yeah,
that
speaking
was
of
making
Gen
fun of me
Z.
for being old.
This is Jack Panetta. I was on That Was Wild a while ago.
Will you pause
and,
it?
My life.
I'm gonna roast Jack the whole time. The way he's talking, hey, it's Jack Panetta. I was on That Was Wild.
He's doing that because he's like trying to make sure that Adam remembers who he was. Hey, I was
Yeah,
on.
yeah. Because who remembers us? Yeah.
He's saying that I have like a bad memory, so
Yeah.
he's like restating it. Yeah, I see what you're
All
saying.
right, let's fucking
Let's
listen to
listen
this
to this
little
guy.
boy.
Truly has changed from being on that show.
His life has changed.
I did the podcast and I left it with kind of a new level of confidence because I'd never done a podcast before.
Oh yeah.
And that night I went out for drinks with some friends and I saw a pretty girl across the bar.
Oh, wow.
And normally I would never do this, but I guess because of the new confidence I had, I went over and talked to her and we really hit it off. And
See, there are
we started
birds in the
dating,
background. Oh, what?
and we found love.
Wow.
And not too long ago I asked her to marry me.
No.
What?
And she said yes.
No, he didn't.
That's
And it was the happiest
crazy.
I've ever been.
Yes, that happened. He doesn't lie.
Until about 2 nights ago when I woke up about 3 a.m. and I found her scampering like all fours on my floor.
What?
Like only it's like a pig looking for truffles. And I asked what she was doing and she just went, "The end is near." I was like, "What does that mean?" She goes, "We need to leave." And she took me out into the car and drove really, really fast, like too fast, out to the canyons.
She went from
It was a
scampering
beautiful
to driving.
location. I thought it was kind of romantic until she left me there. She kind of
location.
brought me out to the middle of nowhere and then ran off like a jackal in the night.
Oh wow.
And
This was 2
when I
nights ago.
finally found my way back to the parking lot, she was gone. The car was gone. I had to hitchhike back home.
Whoa.
Only to find out that she had drained my account of about $50,000.
Wait, he had 50.
She
Okay, that's the most unbelievable part.
Gen Z with 50K.
That's the most unbelievable part.
brought my credit score somehow to 300 frowny face, which I didn't even know you could
That's what
do.
Wells Fargo does. It does sad.
Yeah.
She wrote me a
It's Wells
letter
Fargo, they have a button.
in all magazine clippings that said she was now with a guy named Snake.
Oh.
And she told my mom that I like to punch dogs in the ribs. So my life is
there a
significantly
letter?
worse, and that's because of That Was Wild. I don't know. So hopefully it goes longer, I guess. But if it does, very proud of you. This is a very wonderful show, and happy for you, buddy.
Oh wow.
Aw.
This is
So
He's such a like bittersweet. You're like, I love this. I hate this.
Yeah.
I hate you. I love you.
I feel so bad for him. I
You
feel
shouldn't.
so bad.
Remember at the show that you put him on and his ex came to that?
Yes.
I could actually believe all of this happened to him because of that situation.
That was pretty crazy. Do you know about this?
No.
Okay.
He
so-
wasn't at the show. Yeah.
But I don't know if you told. So he was at a show back in November. He performed. One of his girls that he was dating, or somebody he was dating, showed up randomly to it just to watch him perform. Right? She starts talking a lot on the show, and I posted a clip of this. She said somewhere in the middle of maybe Molly's set or something like that, or maybe Andreas's set, that like her dad made somebody kill themselves.
And we were like, Jack.
And it was like, what the fuck? Like, you dodged a bullet, Jack.
He was like heartbroken still over her. And we're like, no.
And so she's like out here talking, and that I ended up speaking to her. Apparently, she had, her dad had slept with another dude's wife. And that dude was so distraught by this that he fucking unalived himself. And I was like, are you cool with this? Like, are you still cool with your dad? And she's like, yeah, me and him made peace. And I was like, what do you mean made peace?
They made peace. He caused the murder of somebody.
Yeah, by cuckolding. Death by cuckolding.
And Jack was like, I want to make that woman my wife.
How wild would that be to go to to do a show and your ex just was there?
Oh, I would tell them to leave.
You would immediately. That's how you would react. To be like, get the
Unless
fuck
they
out of here.
want me to roast them on stage.
Yeah, it is.
I know we
it's a
have
weird
friends
thing.
that like have people who write sets about them, but like, no one I'm dating should ever show up to one of my shows, and no one I've ever dated should ever see me again. Because it's gonna be
no
bad.
contact. Yeah.
It's gonna be bad for them.
What about you?
You walk in, that girl from high school's there.
Oh man, I'd be like, we gotta catch up, because it's like
Calling out her name.
Well, I mean, you can edit it out. They're not gonna listen, and I say because they came out like non-binary,
Oh wow!
and so I'm like, oh, I want to catch up with you because it's been.
Oh, that's cool.
I definitely want.
All right, bad example.
Bad example.
Yeah, so if I saw them, I was like, why are you here? Like you, they must have came in because of not me. So for them to see me there, it would definitely.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Like they would not come because of me. They'd be afraid.
Yeah,
if they
and then
knew
they
I
go,
was there.
oh, so
Yeah.
I don't have to say anything.
It would be wild to see an ex at a show. It would be even wilder to see an ex band member at a show.
That's so much worse.
I think because they broke up with me. I don't know if I've told you guys this.
What?
Yeah. So like what happened was
I heard the pain in your voice on that one.
they broke up.
They heard of me.
I don't know.
It was so fucking painful because it was a band that I started, right? Yeah, and
hell yeah.
So what happened was it was my roommate and he ghosted me. Isn't that
still
crazy?
live together?
He just moved out. Didn't even tell me. Told my other roommate. It was wild what he did. It was so crazy.
That's
a weird
like
break.
actually.
It was legitimately like, what did I do?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like
you fucked his mom?
I was like, I must have fucked his mom or something.
Because he's still alive.
Yeah, because he's
his dad's still alive.
Yeah. So what happened is we're a band, you know, there's a reason why I don't do music so much. I loved writing songs. I loved singing and stuff like that. I loved singing my own songs. I wasn't like the best singer. I wasn't like a technically good one, but I liked it. And it was like, I'm writing my songs. I want to do it. I got a call from my guitarist randomly one day. He was in another band. And he's like, hey, I was like in the middle of work. And he's like, hey, I want my other singer from the band to join the band and be our singer. And I was like, I'm thinking he's like calling me for some like house shit because I'm in the middle of work. And I'm
if you're calling, it's danger. Yeah.
I guess like what? And yeah, let me call you back or whatever. And so I was thinking about it and I was like, I mean, I guess like if we really want, would I be open to this? And I just kind of rolled over on it and I let it happen. Right. And I was just thinking about it. It's like, you know what? All right, well, how about this? He's a guitar player and he's a singer. How about he plays guitar too? We need a bass player. I've always wanted, like, I'm pretty good at bass. I'll play bass. We did one practice, showed up, and it was chill. But my guitarist didn't talk to me the whole time. It was really fucking weird.
Huh?
And I was like, I even went out of my way. Like, I always remember this. Shout out to Joe. I'll probably have him on the show soon because I ran into him recently. Oh, I ran into him recently at a show. That's actually true.
Run into an
I did run into the guy who tried to usurp me at a show, and it was like not his fault. I was actually really cool with him. He was a good singer, right? But I remember at that band practice that I got like KFC beforehand. I was eating, and I saw it was just like me and him waiting outside from our drummer's house. And I like offered him a KFC, and in my mind, it was like one of those. It was like in a
peace
Game of Thrones. Like I offer you my food,
salt and bread.
Yeah. Like you are welcome here. I'm letting you know, like I have no problem with you.
Right.
And
I'm alpha, so I'm letting you eat.
Yeah, I was like, here's you. I'm the alpha here. Here, have my food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he baby birthday.
Yeah. And I was like, open up your little mouth.
Yeah.
So. That we were cool. We go into the thing. It was like a weird vibe. My drummer, who was like kind of okay with this, but then also cool. Like he was also like kind of an asshole. But my guitar player was like weird. And mind you, like this was like my best friend.
So you're like, what's up?
It was super weird. He wasn't talking to me. And then like, not even get comfortable. Not even like, I want to say like a week later, my other roommate texted me and he was like, hey, did you know Jamal's moving out? I was like,
What? Just like
what
right
the
now.
fuck? And not right now, but he sent me a text that Jamal sent him saying, I'm moving out and all this stuff like that. And I was like, what the fuck? This is so weird. And he just I was like, you're fucking dead to me, dude. Like, what the hell, man?
He never spoke to you.
He never spoke to me, like never said anything. And then this was crazy. I remember I was going to go to work, forgot my lunch. I come back home. There's a moving van out there. My drummer's there. Joe, the singer's there.
Your
And
band's there to help him.
helping him move.
That's so weird.
It was so fucking weird. And then they were like, oh, hey, man. Like Ricardo, the drummer, was like, oh, hey, man. Like trying to, I was like, well, just going to work. Have a good one. And I remember
Right. What do you say?
I was stepping out the door and I did something. I was like, I don't know why I did this, but I grabbed my lunch and I just flapped it on my back like
a bindle? Like a hobo bindle?
It was like, I'm just on my way. And just like walked out of there.
Oh no.
And yeah, he fucking moved out. He left the room like shit and
Of
stuff like
course.
that. And he actually we ended up cleaning it even more to get our deposit back. He had the gall to text my other roommate like, hey, did we get that deposit back? And my roommate had my back there. He was just like, fuck you, dude. We had to clean your shit. It looked like
Yeah.
shit in there. He left a goddamn like random guitar like laying on the ground. He bounced out, dude. It was bullshit.
He made it's like a quick getaway kind of
Yeah.
thing.
It was
Like,
seriously so.
guys, come, like if you're like an abusive boyfriend.
I know,
dude,
like he was beating him or
Yeah.
something.
It was seriously like, what the fuck did I do? To the point where I'm like, did I black out and like say something
Yeah, tell me.
fucked up?
Yeah.
Right? Like honestly, like, but and then so yeah, cut to like honestly a few months ago.
You see the singer.
I'm at a show with Kate, part of her band Feathers. I drum for
Mhm.
her. I show up and who's playing on stage is Joe. And he's still doing, I mean, he's a great musician.
Were
Everybody should
you
go check
just
him
like
out. I was like, whoa,
looking
what?
for Jamal or something?
Yeah, seriously, I was like,
Yeah.
I was waiting for them to show up because I
Yeah.
thought maybe they might be jamming still. And no, it was just him playing his music, and he's a great musician. He's honestly, I will probably have him on the show to talk about this because it is. I was thinking about this, like it is so fucking wild.
Yeah.
that this happened this way.
You said Jamal
Yeah,
and Joe?
Joe
Joe
is
was the singer. Jamal was the roommate and
Yeah.
friend.
Are you talking about Imagine Dragons?
Yes.
Were you
was in Imagine-
originally in Imagine
He
Dragons?
was
Yes.
the
And then
singer of
they-
Imagine Dragons.
yes.
Wait, I could see that because you would. Yeah.
I'm a big fan of
Radioactive.
yes.
That was his song.
That
That
and
was
they
my
took
song.
it.
Yeah, I wanted it to be. I'm the one that told them, hey, you guys should chant. That was my idea. I was a big chanter.
Are really good at that.
Thank you. I
Well,
do chant.
because that was, I think, their vision too, is that like they took the guitar out of your hand so you could slap or
Yeah.
so you could
Yeah.
clap.
Lead the
clap
chant.
rock.
I was the big clapper.
Radioactive, radioactive.
Yeah, yeah.
They love your former band in Utah.
So yeah, that was that was a crazy.
Friendship breakups are almost sometimes worse.
It is because it's like, well, I'm not fucking you, so
Yeah.
like, get the fuck out of here. Like that's why I didn't pursue it. I was like, well, we're not fucking, so I guess I
Why?
don't need to know. I don't need to know.
I guess.
And then
but-
I will say this: Jamal tried like friending me on LinkedIn a little while ago. I was like,
That
what
was
the fuck?
weird.
Thank you for bringing it back around because we were talking about seeing an ex at a show.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think my exes are delusional because they add me on LinkedIn like 7 years later.
It's so weird.
and it's just like, what is this?
Why do you want to connect on LinkedIn? Guess what? I will not vouch for you.
Yeah.
I'm a barista, but like we could still connect. Like, what the fuck?
What the fuck is this?
What is even LinkedIn at the end of the
LinkedIn
day?
should not be for everyone. Like,
Yeah.
I have a LinkedIn. I get emails, but I haven't touched that shit since college. Like,
Yes, it's
who's using LinkedIn?
I'm there. I'm
Like,
there for
I-
corporate bullshit, but that's where I'm like, it's not for relationship building,
yes.
or rebuilding. It's
They're
not for your
trying, yeah.
exes. But I've had multiple exes.
Like, what did you want me to vouch for you? Like, isn't that part of it? You verify that
Yeah.
they're like, yeah, I can verify that
you're
he's
bad at-
stone cold.
Yeah.
Like, he is focused, stone cold. He will execute very well. I will tell you that for
Would
sure.
you if
I will shout out to this. I did look it up, and then he's like, he's not even playing music anymore. So,
So
They never do. Yeah.
there's a remix from Charlie XCX Brat.
Yeah.
And Lorde came on it because the song was supposedly about Lorde, where she's like, I keep inviting you out and you keep like
Whoa.
saying you won't come. It's breaking my heart. You're not a good friend. And then Lorde jumped on the song, was like, dude, I didn't know you felt this way. I have been like in my own internal battle. Like, I'm sorry. I ride for you. And so it's like this like reconciliation on a song.
On the song.
On
That's
the song.
beautiful.
I like how like
Yeah.
it's like a podcast.
Yes.
It's like, hey,
Yes.
I'm calling you
They're
out.
squashing beefs.
The squashing beefs
But
on the song.
yeah, it's a
That's
pop,
actually kinda
hyper
beautiful.
pop song. And
Yeah.
it's like online, everybody's like, oh, I've been Lorde or I've been Charlie, where it's like, I thought that my friend was neglecting me because they hated me or they made
They've
these
been going through
choices.
their own journey.
But really, they're going through their own shit.
It's
and
like I said in the back of it, like, hey,
Yeah.
we're all our own main character.
yeah.
We're all just trying to do our own thing.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, sometimes we think of everybody else as NPCs.
Yeah.
Sometimes. But we just got to remember they have their own side quests and missions too. Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Adam. I just want to jump in here and say that if you are liking the show, please leave a 5-star review on the platform you're listening to. I love reading them, and it really helps us out. Also, I want to say that after a year of posting video on Spotify, this will be our last episode where we upload video. I'll be honest with you. It's crazy cumbersome to upload video to Spotify, and it's just not great uploading a huge file up there every week. And that's why we launched our YouTube channel, where you can watch this show for free on YouTube with all the bells and whistles. The episodes have been having more and more fun video elements, and I guarantee it's only going to get more wild. And that's why I highly suggest you subscribe. So like I said, this will be our last video episode on Spotify, but you can still get audio, and you can always watch the video of this episode on YouTube. And I just want to take another moment to say thank you so much for being here and listening to our 1-year anniversary show. All right, let's get wild.
There's like a video on like on TikTok. It floats around, but it's like this guy trying to do like a mall interview with some guy, and someone walks right through the camera. He's like, oh, as if I'm not recording here. He's like, that guy didn't maybe see that you had a camera, and maybe he's just in his own world, and
True.
that's how we do it.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh,
Oh.
are you always thinking like that? He's like, yeah, sometimes.
Dang.
Like maybe we should attribute incompetence where we instead of like attributing malice.
Exactly.
He's like, oh, damn.
Well, this is a great transition. Speaking of side interviews,
Mhm.
have you guys been following the Hawk Tuah Girl?
Hawk Tuah, the preschool teacher who got fired.
The Hawk Tuah Girl.
Yeah.
What?
Have you heard about? You have not heard about the
No.
Hawk Tuah Girl.
Oh, yeah. It's,
All right,
it was
here we
like
go.
one of
Let's
those, like,
fucking. This
yeah.
is going to be our wild deep dive for today. Let's fucking go.
It's like one of those like those like TikToks where it's like they're having interviews on the street,
Yeah,
like
it's
after
this-
like during like in like a
Oh.
club, like a bar scene.
Oh no.
It's like, oh, what's the secret to
Never
staying
So-
speak to any of these
Yeah.
people.
Okay, so
Yeah.
this is it's I feel for this is something we kind of do on this show, right? We talk to random people.
Yeah.
And we try to get some like funny viral content. Well, this woman was interviewed on the side of the street in this video. We're going to check it out right now. And it looks like it's by Tam and D. That's the name of the name of them. We're going to try to find the section. There is the Hawk Tuah Girl. So we're talking, this is the side interviews. Oh, that guy's got a microphone.
What is this? 6th Street?
How do you get over
Oh,
a
they do have
breakup?
microphones. Okay.
Yeah.
This is good.
Get drunk like we're doing right now.
Y'all get over a breakup right
The
now?
only way to get over one is get under another.
Damn.
Amen.
Okay, so you can
they got a
tell
side piece.
she's a little bit, she's,
under
she's
the influence.
under the influence, maybe a little horned up, because she's out with her friend
Yeah,
and
it's
stuff,
girl
which
Yeah.
is which is cool.
Maybe I got 3. Maybe I got 7.
How many is on your roster?
There's only one I want, but till he's serious, I'm a boo.
So how many you got on your roster right now?
Maybe 4.
One. She said one.
Maybe 4? How many you got on your roster?
None.
I gotta be honest with you. This guy, not very entertaining to watch.
No.
That's how they all are.
The one guy's from what is it? Stiff Socks. They used to do one. Very funny.
Right, but that's because they're entertaining.
They're very funny. Like this
Yeah.
is just like, hey, like this is like
They
this
put
is-
it all in the onus of who they're speaking to.
it's
and
not a fun back and forth. It's just
Yeah.
like talking to people, and these people clearly want to like have the attention or whatever, and like, I want to be famous. Well,
Ugh.
little does she know.
trying to add one to it?
Add one?
Yeah, you trying to add
Is
one
that
more
you?
to it? Yeah, that's me.
Maybe, I don't know.
So I can get your number?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
That's what this always feels like.
Yeah, it's just like trying to cloud it to get a number.
When I was in Idaho.
She's like pissed.
I got one more. I got one more for
Good
you.
questions. Like, you gotta make it good.
Leave a message to your last body.
My last body,
Yeah.
I miss you. Come back.
Oh.
Oh, sad.
Yeah, pretty much.
You're doing these little things.
Yeah.
What's your type?
Like me. Like me, but a boy version, pretty much.
Explain.
This is not the girl. This is not the.
I can. Go
That
ahead.
guy's called right now.
You. Leave a message to your last. Leave a message to your last.
Here we go.
body.
I love you, Pookie, forever.
There's your Pookie.
They must have been doing the right thing.
What can I say?
Okay.
Beat the cobwebs off this thing.
Are you posting?
She's hilarious.
She's
I'm
fun.
waiting.
She's so fun.
Come on. She'll be back. Like, I don't know how to answer those.
Can I ask those?
Like, my type, I don't have a type. I'm loyal. This is my wife. What makes me wifey material?
What makes her wifey material?
That fat she got.
For real, turn around. Let me see.
Okay. All right, dude.
No, she got a go. Go ahead, give us a
No.
Yeah.
Can we have a 360? Can you give us a 360?
It's flat
Girl.
Yeah, this is like very exploitive.
You gotta do the spicy one.
Feels like
You want a
Girls
spicy
Gone
one?
Wild.
Yeah. Yes.
What's one move in bed that make a man go crazy every time?
One
Here we
what?
go.
What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time? That you do.
That I do.
Yeah. That makes a man go crazy every time.
Does not reply.
In bed, Haley.
Oh.
This is for her.
What?
You
What's-
know how to answer this. You got it.
What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
Oh,
that
you
do?
gotta give him that Hawk Tuah and spit on that thing. You get me?
So that went viral. It's
Oh no, poor girl. She was
But here's
saying
the thing: is that she didn't do anything that like the Call Her Daddy girls did do like
Yeah.
4 or 5 years ago.
yeah. I mean,
this
the
went
Glug Glug
viral just because she
3000
has an
whatever.
accent.
Yeah,
it went viral because it's just
that Hawk Tuah.
You gotta give him that hot.
Tuah and spit on that thing. You get me?
You gotta spit on.
Spit on that thing. Spit on that thing. Spit on that thing. Spit on that thing.
I mean, so
I think this is great, but did she lose her job
She
or
lost
something?
her job.
yeah. So
No,
So-
Preschool teacher.
Oh, she was
Okay.
a preschool teacher.
So let's just cut to the story here. As the conversation continues around the viral internet sensation known as Hawk Tuah Girl, apparently, so once people were horned up by this, they were interested by it. They were like, "Who is this girl?" There was a
Oh.
week-long search for figuring out who this woman was. There were people being like, "I'm not that girl." There was like similar people, lookalikes, like "I'm not her," who are already influencers, by the way.
Oh.
They were like people in the public eye, like, "I'm not her." People were like, "No, this is who this." Like, "I'm not her." The people are like showing bartenders and shit like that. Not her.
Oh my god.
But I guess apparently she finally she posted a picture of
And recent update on Mrs. Hawk Tuah. Miss Hawk, who shot to internet fame and sparked a wave of curiosity with fans eagerly demanding a sequel or the,
The way that
revelation
they
of who
are
exactly
talking about
she is,
this.
Yeah.
has recently posted an update in new online photos.
Oh no. She
These images
posted-
show her signing merchandise alongside a merchant.
so
Believed to be
she made a Hawk 224 hat, which is like good for her. Make
She
that
made
fucking money, right?
but-
But apparently this guy said, "I can confirm who it is. This is who it is." That gave the name out.
Oh no.
her father or a local friend. Contrary to earlier rumors that identified a bartender named Elena Robinson as Miss Hawk
Not her.
too,
Yeah,
Oh
so
damn,
it
they
has now
do
been
look like.
confirmed that her real name is. The viral video was filmed. Currently resides. Known to many
No, they're
as Miss
doxing
Hawk
her.
2,
Yeah.
While she appreciates her newfound fame, she has chosen to stay anonymous on social media to avoid embarrassment and potential issues from making her page public. Despite confirming her identity and reassuring fans that she is alive and well, no immediate plans for a sequel, finding the level of public exposure over.
So
I love the inspirational music.
the
I know.
which is it's actually fucked up because she turns out she's a school teacher, and teachers, and once her students realized, so the students realized it,
And then administration.
the administrator was like, you have to leave, right? So she lost her job. And as a teacher yourself, Stevie, did you ever, anything you want to say about sexual
This is
stuff?
exactly why I made my shit my shit private, and I like was telling you like, oh fuck, like, because I had a student actually ask me like, hey, what is this? And it was a video of us back in the day when we did finger guns.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, like I'm like opening a condom with like one hand and shit. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like I look at that
That's
now.
funny, but
And
kids can see it. Yeah.
well, yeah, because the minute that like they find out like, oh, there's a new teacher, they immediately start Googling you and
Yes.
stuff like that.
As a teacher for theater kids, I can also attest to this. They all tried to find me on my social media and stuff like that too. I was like, accept the follow, but go ahead. Like, I need the followers. So like, whatever. But I was also not like a teacher. I was like assisting the production of something, still teaching them or whatever. But it's a different situation. I was protected by that.
Yeah.
You have kids' minds in your hands, sort of thing. So I get that.
But it's always so frustrating, right? Because it's like she is not doing that in front of her students.
Right. This was just a fun night out. She's clearly drunk.
It's this idea that like we are defined by our careers first and foremost.
Yes.
Like specifically like teachers. I saw this post once where it was like a teacher who's at like a restaurant with their husband and they were just on a date. The family comes in later, like a family of a student comes in, and the kid recognizes the teacher goes, oh, hi, whatever. They had wine in front of them. The parents call the principal the next day and they're like, my son's teacher was drinking in front of him. Like
what? You brought your kid in front of me.
Exactly. So they dismissed it, but it's like that's the shit that parents and like everyone thinks like, oh, like they're like, oh, you're a teacher. I'm like, yeah, I'm a teacher, but it's a fucking job. Like
it's like any other job.
It's the easiest consistent money I was making, and whenever I tell people like that we've known forever that I'm a teacher, we all have the same exact reaction.
Like, all right, good luck. Yeah.
They're like, you're a teacher?
You're
like,
a teacher?
I am of all people a teacher.
Yeah.
Like,
but teachers are real people. I think that's what everyone forgets. It's like my mom's worked at the school for the deaf and blind for over 20 years. But was married to my dad who was in a motorcycle gang. Like she has tattoos. Like she's not like an innocent person in the sense of like, you know, her tattoos that are visible are henna colored because that's how she got away with it for years while being at the school. Because in Utah, any tattoos was like, no, but even years later, they were like, that's a tattoo. And she's like, I've had this for 10 years.
That's so crazy.
You know, but like, yeah, she has to
hide it.
Think about like, what if somebody knew these things?
I feel like one thing is that on this show, we talk to random strangers. Fortunately, they're not like drunk walking around the street they're like, you know, they're on chat roulette. There's a consent naturally of that. You could be potentially being filmed. We also try to let them know that they're being filmed. Hey, you want to be on my podcast?
Responsible.
Sort of thing. And I do definitely try to cut out. Like, there's some people who definitely shouldn't have had their identity. Like, we try to hide their identity.
And you've done that. You've blurred
their
people's faces
and stuff
changed
like
their
that.
voices. Yeah.
But it is a level of like, with these guys, like they're just trying to find. They're latching onto somebody else's entertainment. You're like, I guess the questions are like interesting or whatever.
Are they?
I know, right?
He was just.
Hey, yo,
he was trying to get a date
how
with
many
her.
bodies you got?
Yeah.
Like,
what do you want? What's your message to your last body?
Which, by the way, is so rude. They're not dead.
Yeah.
Like you're fucking
the body.
A body?
Yeah,
like that's a person.
It's the idea that like, because that's all of those content farming like channels is just like, oh, like we're like the main viewers of that stuff are like kids. Like my students were talking about Andrew Tate, and then Andrew Tate hasn't made content really, so they watch shit like that. And so, and then like, even I was thinking about this on my way over here. I used to, when I was like in middle school, there was a YouTube channel called Simple Pickup. and like it's like these grown men who are like, we're gonna teach you how to like talk to these girls on the streets and stuff like that. So they'd be in Venice and they'd be like doing all this stuff, and I don't know if it's real or not. I never used any of it, clearly, but like
yeah, it's true. You've definitely never used it. It's true.
But like, if that's the shit that for me, I was like, that's so.
He doesn't need it. Look at those socks.
You don't have to lie to him.
But I mean, you're right. I remember like people doing those. Oh, I'm randomly gonna go make out with someone, and then later you find out, oh, it's all paid actors. But kids don't know that. Like,
and
watching
we're so impressionable.
That, like,
so for my students, they see stuff like that, and they're like, oh, it's so easy to, well, like we just have to ask a girl about their bodies, like how many bodies they have or whatever, and like, but then like the women see, like the girls see that too, and they're like, I have to have bodies. Like, so, and they're like junior high.
So you're talking about specifically the questions, right? I'm talking about the moral like thing of like just strictly doing this as a channel, as a content creator, talking to strangers and stuff.
Jimmy Kimmel made his whole fucking career off of it.
Yeah, I mean, there's bits of it, and Jay Leno too. Jay Leno doing street walking
street stuff,
and then Billy Eichner and stuff like that. Yeah. I feel like it seems a little bit different because you're like, it's in the daytime for the most part.
Yeah, this is night. They're drunk. They're obviously somewhere. There's a lot of bars.
And it seems a little predatory. Literally, the dude's trying to fucking get this one of the ladies' numbers.
It's not
and then
even,
have her show off her body and shit. Like,
it's gross. Like, it
really
feels
gross.
like Girls Gone Wild. Like,
Yes.
exploitative.
Yes. What do you think she should do now? Should she
OnlyFans?
There's so many teachers who get
so
OnlyFans.
Hold on. Let's not say she needs to do OnlyFans because that would imply that she needs to be a sex worker now, right?
Yeah.
She's just a funny girl, right? She's funny, right?
She's very funny. That whole video, she's coming at him with things the whole time.
That's like flashing the pan. That can't be consistent.
So, well, I feel like either like I don't think she should be like made to like, oh, you lost your job, so now you have to go. You're saying like lost your job, now you have to go strip for a living or something, or become a sex worker, which is fine if that's what you want to do. But if she wanted to, like, what would be the way to correct this this thing in the world?
She needs to buy some hawks.
Okay.
She needs to make
only
some
two. Hawk 2.
Hawk 2.
1 and Hawk 2.
Yeah, and she needs to just start making content as a falconer.
That would be actually kick ass.
That would be so fucking sick.
And just you have to control the narrative. That's what it is. She's like, Hawk 2, I meant you need to get your hawks out in the bedroom.
This is like the theory of Taylor.
The Jets.
Well, yeah, the Jets. Like Taylor Swift specifically dating somebody or going to a show at the Jets. So to anyone Googles Taylor Swift Jets, it's now this is what comes up is that she was at a Jets game
instead of her private jet.
So what she does now is Haley Hawk 2. It shows up of her being a falconer.
Yes.
That's so smart.
That's so fucking good.
Right?
It's like you got to spit on that thing, which is actually how you leather up the glove.
Right before you put it on. Everything, every content thing.
She changes the Google narrative. Okay, this is also what I think. I think it's actually I think it's so much easier to go dark on the internet than some people say. Like, I have no problem changing my name. This is what, if somebody exposed me for like, oh, Adam,
go dark.
Like if I was just this random person that like needed to disappear off the internet, I would say, okay, cool. Changing my name, going to move. I don't care. Like, I'm going to go, find another job. I would change my name, make my middle name of this new name my actual name. So I'd be like, Tyler Adam, Garcias or something like that, right? So I'll be like, I go by Adam by my middle name. So you could still call me that. I don't have to worry about people calling me Tyler or anything like that at this new job. And then I just start a fake profile or whatever.
But it's not like it used to be. You can't just go to another town. The internet remembers.
But if I go to another town,
you could be a school teacher again?
I could be a school.
Yeah, no, you legitimately like this is not
like you didn't know.
It's gonna last until the end of the summer, and then that's it.
Like you didn't know who Hawk 2 was, right?
Yeah, I had no idea.
But she's being forced to quit her job. She could go to like that part of the world that maybe doesn't necessarily know that. She doesn't
need to become a sex worker.
Yeah, she doesn't need. No, it's like so simple.
Like everything, like people don't forget on the internet or whatever. Everything is forever, but like things don't matter as much.
They really don't.
Farther away.
Like the creepy girlfriend meme. Like I'm sure she was like it's probably more devastating or more effective, like if you're in it.
I wonder,
but I
because
honestly
there's people
give
who
it, like-
are on Tosh.0
Oh, yeah.
that have come out recently and said that like it ruined their lives. Like that, like bringing it back up because it was a flash in the pan. And then when they did Tosh.0, it like cemented it in the forefront of people's minds.
See, that's so crazy to me
Yeah.
because like
And then-
Tosh.0 wasn't even that well
I didn't
viewed.
think so either, but it
But
just,
I think it does. There's something about it. Speaking of you being your own main character,
Mhm.
I think it's like we just step away. Like we are all everybody else's NPCs.
Yeah.
Yep.
So like just take it out, give it a breath. It's not immediate.
Live a real life. Yeah.
Go touch some grass.
Yeah.
Well, remember
And-
Jake Novak?
No.
No.
The
He's like, see?
I want to be the SNL
Oh,
next
right. Yeah, yeah.
performer, whatever.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, see, right there, Jake Novak, and I think about him all the time.
Yeah.
He works at Disneyland as a Dapper Dan, and people they found him at Disneyland, and then he came back with that year thing like last year. Like it was a year since like his
Oh, yeah?
last video, but he hasn't made content ever again. He might come back and do it in like another year, but like that you had to give it time.
Yeah. This is a little bit of space. But I do like her becoming a falconer.
I
That's
think
so good.
that's
The
the only
Falconer
way.
shit would be dope.
That's
as hell.
so fucking
That's
great.
how you control the narrative. I think you just have to take the SEO and then
Yes, change the SEO on it.
Yeah.
I love that idea.
Yeah.
So if you're watching Hawk Tuah Girl, become a falconer and make Hawk Tuah. I mean, you could be funny content about that. Like that would be a YouTube channel about how you learn how to be a fucking. That's like informative. It's beautiful. Developing a relationship with animals.
you'll
It's
go
fucking
viral
great.
that way and maybe get another job. That I saw a family who their kid, they had never gotten a pet and he really wanted an octopus. So they get him an octopus. They did the research.
Yeah.
For some reason, this octopus has babies. And
Well, that's nature, right?
but it wasn't supposed to. It's actually really hard for them to like
Oh.
be fertilized. And so like they don't even know how this happened, but they
Whoa.
have 1,000 baby octopus.
Oh my god.
And they have to be in separate jars because if they're in the same jar, they'll kill each other like betas.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And so this dad went from having one octopus for his son to like over 1,000. And they were committed to taking care of it. Now they're this viral sensation. The
Oh, see,
dad
that's
like quit his
cool.
job and is just taking care of these full
Yes.
time.
So that's
So,
our
like,
advice to Hawk
guess
Tuah
it's
Girl
Hawk Tuah Girl.
is lean in.
Lean in.
Lean in.
She already was. She got the hat on. She
Yeah.
knows how to
Yeah,
do it.
she
Yeah.
played it as like a joke until it got serious. Because I mean, but that's the whole thing. I really do hate
Like-
how jobs like they like certain situations, right? It's like a double-edged sword. If you have a video of a Karen and like
The
they're-
Karens do need to. We'll
See,
never
that's the
forget the
thing,
Karens,
right?
though.
It's gotta swing both ways, right?
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, because Hawk Tuah Girl.
She deserves to be like live a life. Thank you for the entertainment. Live your life.
yeah, but
I called a 911 on a black dude who was just walking their dog. Go fucking.
it's about the influence.
be in jail forever.
Because here's the thing: is that like we as a society, like in our like progressive, like us
Yes.
three, we would say like, yeah, the Karen deserved to get fired. But then what about like on the other way, like the conservative
Yeah.
who are like, oh, my kids just
Yeah.
heard their teacher talking about hawking loogies on dicks.
I think the best part about both of the sides of the coin is you can come back.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
Even
true.
Karen,
Yeah, that's true.
who calls the cops, that guy just won an Emmy, by the way.
I did. I
You
heard
saw
about
that?
that.
Yeah,
so
documentary.
that-
Speaking of nature
because he's like,
documentaries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bird guy. Yeah.
that's cool.
But that's where I'm like, you know what? It is a societal thing where we say, okay, maybe this was too much. Even Hawk too, maybe it's too much.
Yeah.
And we all learned a lesson through her. But Karen also learned a lesson, and she should be able to come back because cancel culture isn't real.
Let's move on to some more listener or some more fan
I love
submission.
this. This is so nice.
So we got a few more here. This is from our friend Dan Duddy, who's on the show.
Hey, Adam, this is Dan. I'm updating you on what I've done since I've last on the show. I'll say I haven't left a voicemail since like 2012.
That's fair.
So
That's fair.
I don't really know how these are supposed to go.
2012 when you thought the world was
Also,
going to
I
end.
last on the show like it was like a month ago. So
Yeah.
not really much has happened in my life.
Yeah.
I went to the dentist.
This is pretty recent, to be fair.
Brag. Brag.
when I'm trying to lose weight, eating a lot of grocery store sushi,
Oh,
low on calories.
Oh, okay.
That's not good for you, man.
Don't eat grocery
I
store.
really not much is going on. I'd say maybe you should book more interesting guests. I don't really have anything going on.
He likes
someone else
funny
could be more
guests.
interesting.
All right. Thanks so much, Dan.
I'm going back to the dentist.
Oh my God.
good.
What's wrong with
Getting
him?
another cleaning.
Why is he?
Invisalign, maybe.
Oh.
Another fucking
Talk about
brag.
changes.
Wow, brag.
All right, well, that's my wild story. Thanks for having me on, Adam.
Sounds like his life's really
talk
good.
soon. Bye.
Yeah. Well, thanks so much, Dan. Thank you for that, and good luck on your new lisp with your Invisalign.
I can't. Oh yeah, lisp for sure, lisp.
There's
And
all that saliva that
looking
stays in
so
there.
gross every time they pulls it out.
Yes.
Nasty.
We have one more.
Oh, it's like a surprise.
Yes.
It's like a little fun,
We have
fun thing.
one more. Let's see. Do we have one more? One more. All right. This is from our friend London, who is a contortionist and lived in his car for a while.
Oh.
Hi, this is drlennonsmith.com.
Good
He
microphone.
sounds great.
Good
Listeners
microphone.
might be thinking, oh, is this that guy? Hi, this is drlennonsmith.com. Listeners might be thinking, oh, is this that guy who's sleeping in his car? No.
Oh.
I'm sleeping in my mom's car.
Oh. Oh, okay.
And it's
Little
still a
trickaroo.
delightful thing to go to the gym all the time because it's a good way to keep you accountable, like for working out. Anyway, just wanted to say happy anniversary of the podcast. And for those who haven't been to the live show is also great.
Oh, thank you.
I've got a
Great
good
plug.
tape from there, and I want to perform there
Yeah.
again. Anyway, bye.
Speaking of live show, we do have another live show next week. Everybody should go check that out.
Where is it this time? Glendale Room?
It's at the Glendale
Yeah.
Room. We're going to be at the Glendale Room for the next foreseeable future
Hell
for a
yeah.
while. Yeah.
No more yard shows?
For a bit,
Okay.
no more yard shows, just because I want to focus on one really, really good show a month.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you fucking killed it last month.
Oh yeah,
And
we sold out last time. It was great. It was
It was a
great.
good show. It was just a great lineup. It was
Yeah.
like a fun show.
You were on that show,
Yeah,
right? Yeah,
yeah.
this was a good lineup.
Yeah.
Steve was supposed to come, but he was in Disneyland.
Aw.
Yeah.
Talking to that guy, the viral guy.
No, it was cool though. We found
What'd you
this Tron speakeasy.
Now we are going to play a new game that we are busting out on the show. It's a amalgamation of things I've been working on this for this 1 year, and I think this is
the
a
best,
winner. Steve, you're the best. Thank you, Bethany.
You're the best.
Well, because he just sitting on
You just you just farted a good amount. Thank you for sitting on this on that. Thank you for. We're gonna end the show with a new game called the Wild Wheel.
Whoa.
That's cool.
Okay, the Wild Wheel.
You could make a song for that.
It's a wild wheel.
Bam, bam.
It's a wild wheel comes around and it's wild. Okay, so it's a wheel that we are all gonna pull, and we have various topics. We have wild choices, wild ideas, wild opinions, wild hair, and this might sound like our old wild card game that we had. Well, even though I came up with it first, there's a goddamn another podcast on NPR called Wild Card. So your boys got to change it up, even though I came up with it first. And everybody should go check out that show. But seriously, I did come up with it first. I was working on it well before they even did it. Who gives a shit? So we're doing alliteration here on Wild Wheel.
Love that.
Which is already funner because you get to spin this.
Yep.
So, Bethany, if you do your honors.
Oh, the
It's
first Wild Wheel.
The first spin, and I will explain them as we go.
Cool.
So,
Ready?
go wild.
Oh, fuck. It was harder than I expected.
Okay, you get it. That first one didn't count. So
Yeah.
This one is
Wild choice.
wild choices, which means you get to pick. Comes with a question here.
It comes with a question on the Wild Wheel.
The question is: have you ever done a cake stand?
No.
No, never done a cake stand. Why not?
No. I was not cool enough invited to parties where there was a cake.
Really? Oh yeah, because of Utah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not legal there, I don't think.
It
Yeah.
doesn't really happen as often as like you think.
I've done a cake stand.
How do you
used to
do it
them all the
without
time.
throwing up?
You just do it. Well, you throw
You don't
up.
do it
You throw
I don't
up.
think you do it long enough.
You don't. So what you do is they lift you, and you drink, and then you sit down, and you're like, cool, I drank that. And everybody's like, yeah. And then you go into the bushes, and then you
throw it all up.
You puke, and you pass out, and your friends forget about you for the whole party. And then when they go to leave, they're like, hey, didn't we come with somebody else?
Somebody
and they
drove
find
us.
you, and they find you curled out into the bushes, and be like, Adam, are you sick? And I'm like, yeah, I'm doing good. You're doing good. And then the cake stands are pretty fun.
If you love throwing up.
Steve?
No.
Never.
Like 400
that'd
pounds.
be a big fucking cake stand for you.
Yeah. Who's gonna hold me up? I got little T-Rex arms when I do push-ups.
Yeah, that's the other thing. You got to be strong. You're strong. You're strong.
I'm not really strong.
No, it's not about you being strong. It's the people around you being strong.
People gotta hold you. Yeah, you gotta hold yourself stable.
You're just doing. I bet you guys can make me do a cake stand. If I want.
But
I
you
can do
got
a cake-
muscles.
No.
Yeah, you're gonna do most of the work.
No,
Daddy.
No, the lift. All I'm doing is just being a straight arm. It's just
that's so
it's
hard.
engaging my core.
Yeah, we're.
You guys are doing all the
I don't have a core.
Yeah, it's everybody has a little bit.
Dude, I threw my back out throwing up.
I bet you.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Did you do a cake stand?
No, I just threw up and
from
threw
drinking.
Oh, okay. And threw my back out.
That's the worst. Like that's how you know you're getting
now
older.
I'm sober because
that's how you know you're getting older when like
no.
a side product of you drinking is what fucks you up.
Injury. Yeah. I'm like, no, we're done drinking forever.
Yeah.
It's fucking Alina. Every time I try to go out with her, it's like
Party
I'm like
hard.
one beer, and then we walk by an art gallery that has free wine, and it's like, well, we can't not go in.
Well, next time you do a cake stand inside of the fucking art
with
gallery.
wine.
Yeah.
A bottle stand.
Yeah.
A bottle stand.
Steve, let's do
do you want to come here?
You want me to roll for you?
You gotta do it.
You gotta do it. This is the
you
fun
gotta
part.
do it.
Yeah, reach over and do this. Okay.
Thank you.
Go super hard.
Yeah, you gotta do it hard. It's new. Whoa.
The black.
Black one. So.
What does that mean?
That's the best one.
It's gonna be the one that's always the next, which is wild hair, which means I get to dare you. You can say no to this.
Okay. No.
Okay. The idea is, the hair is, I want you to call somebody on your phone and give them flowers. I want you to go call a person on your phone.
Wait, why is it called wild hair?
Because wild hair is like
hair up your ass.
Yeah, like a wild idea hair.
A random.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait.
So call somebody.
Not his girlfriend.
Yeah, it can't be somebody that you like say I love you.
Yeah.
Call them somebody that you don't say very often, and call them and say I love you, and put it on speakerphone.
I love this.
You could text them too, but you have to let us know what they say back to you. Oh, you're calling. Who are you calling?
Josh Diaz new. My king.
Hello.
My,
How's it going, sir?
pretty good about yourself, dude.
Good. Can you hear me? Okay?
Yeah, are you pooping?
No. I'm on my new mini earbuds. They fit on my keys.
On your keys?
They're so small, it's like a mini AirPods case, and it's on your key ring.
Okay.
Like half the size.
We don't need all this.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so I've never taken a cold
to it.
No, they sound great.
Do it.
Crazy. Nice. What are you up to?
Oh, I'm just here chilling. I was so you know Adam, right?
Oh my God!
Adam Macias,
you
of
have
course, yes.
you have to tell them.
Yeah.
What did you say?
He wanted me
Did you say
to
he's not legitimate?
he wanted me to call someone on my phone. Oh no, I'm not supposed to.
Okay.
And I haven't actually talked to you in a while, so I just want to be like, you're one of the funniest guys I know, and I love you and I miss you, and
Thank you so much. Love you, miss you too. I literally tell people you're the funniest person I know.
it's the same thing, man. I always say you're the funniest one.
Oh my God, no, it's an honor. We'll have fun. Are you in summer school? Yeah.
No, those fucks. They don't have enough students, so they couldn't bring me in.
We got it.
Anyway, they want me to hang up because I'm recording, but I'm gonna text you because I wanted you to come over for 4th of July.
Bye, love you.
Bye. Thank you, Josh.
I'm sure I can. Yeah.
Thank you,
Hell yeah,
Josh.
dude. We'll grill some vegan stuff.
Thank you.
Hell yeah. Have fun, y'all.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Guys are so weird.
That was
He sounded so happy to hear from him, but then the very first thing he spends 5 minutes talking about AirPods.
like, check out my cool AirPods
That's
on my
how he
keychain.
is, man. He just,
That's
That was
men,
very- that was
or
very
that's
sweet.
just him.
How do you feel
was
about that?
So happy.
I
Do you
mean,
you feel good?
I like to tell people.
You
I
f-
give
you-
people their flowers.
You feeling good? It looks like you're feeling a certain way right now. What-
wild.
You feel wild.
Yeah.
Was that something you would ever do like randomly?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
I just wanted to find someone that like I would
Would've-
actually believe when I say these things.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, it's
yeah,
like,
that's the whole
What
point.
am I gonna call
Oh.
someone like
Yeah.
some like I
I didn't believe you.
Oh, you didn't believe me?
No.
That's
Oh.
a pretty generic thing to say to somebody.
Yeah.
You didn't say like why he was funny. He said it right back to you.
Yeah, he's like, I'd literally tell people you're the funniest person. Which is, what did he say about me, by the way?
Oh,
Yeah.
that he knows of you, but I don't think he's formally met you.
he said Adam
Not-
wasn't legitimate. I'm pretty sure.
Not legitimately.
That's,
Uh
I guess it's,
We'll
I
come
mean,
back
I
to
literally fucking know him.
Fuck this guy.
Fuck this guy.
Oh yeah, we do.
He
We
fucking
did
does
do
the-
stand up together.
Let me call him back on my phone.
Let me fucking call this guy. No, all right, I'm going to spin my turn. It's my turn now. Here we
Yeah.
go. Whoa!
Whoa, I love this middle.
All right, so what is that? Wild choice. That's-
Wild choice.
There's going to be a lot of wild choices.
Some of the others, wild ideas.
wild ideas.
I don't know what that is.
That's
Wild opinions.
Have you ever fallen for a scam? Yes, I
Oh,
have.
no.
Yes, I have fallen for a scam. And this one is actually pretty fucking crazy. I was trying to sell something on Craigslist a little while ago. And I was going to, it was a little like, you know, it's $500 like little piece of technology. They said, hey, we're going to send you the check. Can you do me a favor and use part of that check to use it for shipping out to my way? I was like, cool. Yeah, that sounds good. Send me a check for $10,000. And I was like, hey, I got a check from you for $10,000. It was some random bank. It was like, like Kansas City, whatever, 10,000. It was like, oh yeah. So I was thinking, can you cash it, take whatever money you want out of it for the stuff and the shipping, and then just send us the money back with it?
No.
And I was like, yeah, I mean, I don't see how there's a problem here.
Sounds like money laundering.
Now,
to me.
what would you think the problem is?
Money laundering, and
Money
as
laundering.
soon as you cash the check and it bounces, they're gonna take that money from you.
Yes, exactly. And apparently that was the scam that was happening, was that people were sending out these larger checks. And it was like this was a thing happening, like, you know, it's like Dateline or whatever the fuck these nightly news was on it, that if you cash the check, it's a fake bank. There's no money in that account, right? So or maybe it was, but it didn't have that money. They were going to cash it. There's no money in that account, but here's the money. You owe us that money back. It's already sent halfway across the country.
Yeah.
I'm still confused. Like, that's on you, man. That's on you, bank. Like, why didn't you verify this ahead of time?
Well, no, like they will ask for the money back, and so then I owe them money. It's not on the bank. I went for cash.
I guess.
Yeah.
So then the bank's like, guess what? That cash didn't actually exist. You owe us it now.
I'm just gonna fake like an ID, like an identification. Like, have you seen like those silicone faces now that they do? Like, you can get
Like a Mission Impossible face.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that shit. Get like a fake check from a bullshit bank.
Change your name, become the Hawk Tuah Girl.
Yeah, Mike Hawk.
Mike
And
Hawk.
we're looking for a Mike Hawk. Like,
The Hawk Tuah Girl.
we're looking for Mike
oh,
Hawk.
this is what we should do.
You didn't actually do it though, right? You didn't
No, I
use your
didn't.
money?
I
Okay.
fortunately, my mom is like, she's like crazy, paranoid about stuff.
Mhm.
She's the type of mom that like she watches the news all the time. She's like, watch out for this, and I'm like, yeah, calm down. And literally, I told her about it. I was like, this is kind of weird. She's like, oh, that's a scam, and she told me about the scam.
Thank goodness.
And I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. And I didn't do it.
You know what scam I'm terrified of?
What?
That like they call you and they go, "Is this Adam Macias?"
Mm-hmm. Yes, this is Adam.
Clip that and then use it as like authorization
Yes,
for other
this is
things.
Adam. Oh my gosh.
And so when you're answering the phone, you're not supposed to say, yes, this is because
I say,
they can clip that.
I
and
say,
use
who
it.
is this?
Yeah,
I
who
would
is
say,
this?
Who is this?
This is them speaking,
Yeah.
like something like that, because
Yeah.
they can't use that as confirmation for other things.
Yes.
But they can
That's
clip
so interesting.
They can clip you saying yes.
You never heard of that before?
Well, they always call me asking, but they my phone number is it was
Right.
like used or owned before by some guy named Frank Thibodeau. So they keep asking for Frank Thibodeau. I'm like, I end up just having a longer conversation with them. Just like, guys, people have been calling this phone for 20 years.
What?
Frank
looking for
Thibodeau.
Frank Thibodeau from Riverside.
Why are they looking for him?
He owes money like a piece of shit.
So do I, bitch.
Hey, shout out to Frank Thibodeau. Frank Thibodeau.
running from the Indian callers.
Oh.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I'm running from the IRS.
Oh,
that's
shit.
No.
Well, speaking of running, we are running out of time. The show this 1 year
At some
anniversary
point, it
show
has
has to end.
Never. We're
and
staying here all night.
the chair didn't blow
The
up.
chair didn't pop, so we're not leaving till the chair pops.
I'll
He's
pop
like,
this shit.
I'll
Just wait until I fart.
Congrats, Adam.
Thank you
I'm
so
giving
much.
you your flowers. My favorite
Oh.
podcast.
Thank you so much.
And
There's so many good podcasts.
This is gonna skyrocket. It's already building.
Thank you so much. There's already some amazing things happening, and everybody should look forward to that. I'm just saying maybe there's going to be a very special 53rd episode that may or may not really rely on this game that's happening in a very live situation. Before we go, though, Bethany, is there anything you want to plug before we go? That's literally releasing this Friday.
Cabbage is always happening. Second Monday at the Glendale Room. This next month, we have a really big musical guest. Sad Alex is going to be there.
Shit.
She's coming off tour to come do our show. So
Hell yeah.
July 8th, Glendale Room.
Check that out.
Yeah.
Steve, you said you have something to plug.
Yeah. So I'm gonna plug my girlfriend's.
Okay. I thought that's just what it was gonna be.
kidding.
Plug my girlfriend.
You better plug Kate after this.
No, well, because I have to.
God
Because
willing.
she's so Miha Bakes, MIJA BAKES. She is doing a like a GoFundMe,
Okay.
but like fundraising, because she's needing moving costs because she's gonna move in
To your house?
Yeah.
Aw.
So she wants that, but she also needs to move stuff for her mom into like a storage unit.
She's doing a GoFundMe to move.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
she's also offering stuff though.
Okay.
So like you could buy stuff. It's just like, so do that. I'm okay.
No,
For her moving
I'm gonna
expenses.
forget that.
Yeah.
For the LaCroix.
Yes, and dickhead.
All right. Well, thank you. We got $2 in. I can't
I'm
wait for
unemployed. That's a lot for me.
That's so
That's
much.
huge.
Yeah. Don't shit on her $2, dude.
Oh no, I don't like
take it back.
I don't like accepting money directly though. That just feels. I feel uncomfortable with that.
That's what a GoFundMe is.
I'm not doing it. She is.
All right.
She's
well,
moving into your
everybody should go
house.
check that out. Send that.
What's
send
her
that link.
name?
Yeah. Mia J. Bakes.
Miha Bakes.
Mia Bakes.
Yeah.
Everybody should go check that out.
She's great. She's probably the best vegan baker in Los Angeles.
Oh.
So she does all these different treats, savory and sweet.
Yeah.
All-
That's cool.
All vegan,
Everybody should go check that out.
Latin American owned.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Well, my name is Adam Macias. You can follow me at Adam R. Mac or Adam Tells Jokes on TikTok. Please like and subscribe. And ladies and gentlemen, this is a special announcement. After this episode, on Spotify, we will be not doing video anymore. We will only be doing audio, which means if you want the video of the show, go check out our YouTube page. That was wild. We are actually adding more video effects going forward.
Oh, cool.
So after this episode, if you want the video show, subscribe to our YouTube page. It's totally worth it. We are going buck wild on these edits.
Hell yeah.
Going forward. So please go check that out. It's just something we got to do. So please support us with that. And we're going to end the show like we always do. We're going to look down the barrel of that camera right there, that one over there, and say that was wild on the count of 3. Y'all ready? 3, 2, 1. That was wild.
It's time to get wild.